Hi, my name is Colin Hizny, and this is my personal negotiation. The parties involved were myself, a program manager out of Littleton, Colorado, and the HR business partner for Lockheed in Owego, New York. The main goal is to secure the best possible relocation package, mainly including the shipment of my household goods and my car. John's goal was to ensure a smooth transition and maximize travel benefits. I had relational and positional power as a trusted internal hire, and John had positional and legitimate power, essentially having the final say on the relocation terms. For the negotiation process, I started out with defining what I needed and what I wanted. I called John to find out the best possible way to go about this situation. I gathered information about the move, surveyed my apartment with my household goods to determine the truck size that would be needed. As for bidding, I shared my full list of needs and wants and gave him some time to respond. He followed up about a week later. We closed with a written agreement with only a few minor changes. The moving company followed up about 2 days later and scheduled everything for me. As for the tactics, I used log rolling to trade a smaller lump sum in exchange for flights and a rental car. I set a deadline due to my lease ending, and I used the highball tactic by asking for everything up front. I also used nibbling to request a hotel near the airport after my items were picked up on my last day in Colorado. For the central root of influence, I used logic to justify my request. I was hired at this role without an interview, showing trust in my skills and ability to perform. I emphasized that relocating was essential in order to perform this role, and I also noted that this relocation package was a strategic investment by the company. For the peripheral root of influence, I stated how Owego, New York is my original hometown where I grew up. I mentioned how excited I was to move and be back by my family. This provides an emotional level of appeal to the employer and continues to build the relationship between the two parties. For the substantive frames, I focused on the key areas: the household goods and car, requesting full coverage; the travel, including flights, hotels, and a rental car; temporary living, or a lump sum until my items arrived; meals to be covered by the government per diem; and a house hunting and return trip, 2 round-trip flights, 1 for searching for a house in New York, and then 1 back to Colorado to finalize any lease cancellations that might be necessary. For the procedural frames, from an ethics standpoint, covering relocation shows that the company truly cares about its employees. Second, from a cultural perspective, it shows that Lockheed supports internal growth and helps reduce stress so I can focus on hitting the ground running in my new role. For the network diagram, I used an isolated dyad. Normally, multiple approvals would be needed, however, HR does have the final say. Also, my manager is leaving before I start my new role, so I will begin without direct leadership. Another reason why I went with the simplified diagram. After a few minor changes, a written agreement including the following was put into place: a full relocation of my household goods and vehicle, flights reimbursed, a lump sum for temporary living, another lump sum for incidentals, a rental car for up to 10 days in New York, meals based on per diem, a hotel for my last day in Colorado, a storage unit for up to 30 days in New York if needed, a personal realtor, as I did mention I was looking to purchase a home rather than rent, and lease cancellation fees. For the lessons learned, it looks like the highball tactic worked the best. While starting with an anchor of a full list of all my needs and wants, only 2 items were adjusted in the end: the incidental lump sum and the rental car duration. The preparation made this process a lot less stressful and very smooth. Lockheed responded quickly, and my move was scheduled within 2 days. Thank you.